Hi lovely, Olga's here. I hope you can hear me and see me well because I got a bit of a connection difficulty. So today I want to talk to you about 12 questions to ask before you decide to divorce your husband. Lately I've been having a lot of the conversation with women who are on the verge divorce or separation, and so I'm on a mission to help you figure out what is your next step, and this is one of the best ways to go around it. So first of all, I want to say, I think you already know what the answer is, or part of you already know. So what we want to do is not to tell you what to do or not to tell you what it is, but rather go deeper, understand your truth from deep inside, and then take inspired actions from that place. I want to tell you that it's not an easy process, but it's totally figurable. And if you're listening to the video right now, the chances are you are just tired of staying stuck, and any decision is better than no decision. So I'm very excited to share those questions with you. So the first question has to do with, are you generally afraid of word divorce? Is divorce or separation something that just scares the hell out of you? Hi, Laura. And something that really, really terrifies you. Because the truth is that everything that you ever wanted is on the other side of a fear, right? So deal with your fears, go and explore your fears, clear your fears so you can find a better truth, a deeper truth. Get a practitioner to tap with and just say divorce, 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 right? Until it's just a word, it's not a big deal. Here's the truth, guys. If you are not, I don't want to say ready, but if you're not willing to leave a relationship, you probably are not in a healthy relationship and not in a happy one. I understand. I work with women who have 3 little kids. I work with women who've been married for 20 years. It is not an easy decision. But you should be able to leave the relationship if this is the right step for you. And if you're terrified of the word divorce, the chances are you are not. Second question. Second question is, are you blaming him or are you blaming yourself? So if there is any blame in this kind of situation, the chances are you will make a wrong decision. So stop blaming. Blame and guilt are very, very strong feelings, and often they blind us from making a good decision. So tap on blame, tap on guilt, release these patterns from your life so you can see, okay, this relationship has run its course. It's okay to let it go. The third thing that I want you to ask is, are you fearing others who might criticize, judge, or disapprove of you? This was one of my biggest things. I was afraid, shitless, of my parents criticizing me, my classmates criticizing me, my friends not supporting me in this decision. And I had a real, valid reasons to do this. I live in a country when I'm my only relative. Like all my relatives live in Russia. And so I really felt alone if I'm not supported. Now, my dad wasn't particularly, supportive in this process, but he also kind of took a back step, and I actually was scared that he will never accept it or love me, and it all kind of worked out. So make sure to tap on it and then to work with someone or to resolve it within yourself if you fear of public failure, right? So that's a big one. That was a big one for me. Now, question number 4, are you worried about your kids? When I went through divorce, I had 2 little ones, ages 4 and 6. And here's the truth, guys. And I know it sounds probably very weird for you if you are married and if you have little kids. But here's the bigger truth, guys. I divorced for my kids. A lot of people stay married for the kids. I divorced for my kids. I noticed that they are in a relationship, that there is no love, there's no understanding, there's a lot of arguing, there's a lot of misconnection. And I've gotten to the point where I knew I've done what I can, and it was okay to move on. So I went through divorce for my kids. Now, I also, within 2 years, I remarried, and I found a great role model, a husband who is a good stepdad for my kids. And this much healthier way to raise kids when they see their mom happy. Question number 5, and this is a big one, guys, how do you physically feel in his presence, right? So when you are next to that person, whether he's your boyfriend or just somebody that you're dating or your husband, when you're next to him, do you feel present, calm, and relaxed in your body? Or do you feel like almost a little bit on edge and a little bit stressed? Or maybe you feel like with unease or anxiety, right? Our bodies are so smart. They are infinitely wise. They will always tell you the right step. Pay attention to your body when you're next to him. Question number 6. Can you picture a future together? Or when you write or think or meditate, do you even see him in that future? Or does it feel so difficult and it's like a Herculean effort to include him in the picture because he just doesn't belong there naturally? Ask yourself this question, journal away, some juicy stuff gonna come out. Question number 7. Do you worry that you will be alone and you will not find anybody else? This is a really good one to tap on, because if you don't address this fear, you'll stay in a relationship that is mediocre, that has run its course, that doesn't fit you, just purely out of fear of being alone. It's totally okay to clear it. And no, you will not be alone if this is what you want. Hey Mary, how are you doing, gorgeous? Question number 8. Have you talked, or better tapped, with a practitioner on this? Now, I always say it, guys, when you're in a picture, you cannot see the picture from outside, right? So get somebody to help you understand your patterns and to clear them so you don't repeat the same patterns in the new relationships. So work with a professional who can help you unpack some of this and, most importantly, release it. Hi, gorgeous. Alrighty, question number 9. Are your marriage problems are just extension of a bigger picture? In other words, do you feel the same pattern somewhere else? For example, if you feel unheard in your marriage, is that the only place in your life where you feel unheard? Do you feel like you're posting offers on Facebook and you get crickets if you're an entrepreneur? Do you feel like your boss is not listening to you? Have you ever had this pattern before in your life? Maybe it was your dad or somebody else, right? So often we just replay familiar patterns in our relationships and we think it's the marriage fault or the other guy's fault. So those are really good to address. For example, when I was going through this process, deciding whether stay or go, my EFT practitioner told me, Olga, don't divorce this guy. You know how to feel guilty. He helped you feel guilty. You are a perfect match, right? She said, clear your patterns first. Once you release these patterns, you will attract a proper match into your life. Not somebody who just loves feeling you guilty, which is exactly what you need right now. Question number 10. Okay, this is a big one, guys. Can you picture him happy? And can you picture yourself happy? So often we stay in a relationship because we think they will never find someone, or we feel pity for them. Like I remember actually thinking of, oh my gosh, he'll never get his life together. He'll be just so heartbroken and so upset. It's okay to give people responsibility for their own feelings, right? It's totally okay to let it go. Question number 11. Have you told him how you feel? Have you had an honest, 100% honest conversation about what's going on? Have you sat down and say, this is what's going on. This is how big it is for me. Let's deal with this. Let's do the best we can with this right now so we have no regrets later. I teach people how to talk and I coach women on how to have those difficult conversations. And if you haven't listened to the recent blog post on how to be heard, make sure to go ahead and grab it, guys. It's on www.olgabochareva.com, and also we'll drop a link here. The last question, question number 12. Are you worried about finances? Are you staying in this relationship or marriage because you don't think you can make it by yourself? Now, it's a big one and it's a real one, especially if you have kids. But here's the truth. We live in 21st century. Women can work and make good living just like as men do. You can totally figure this out. When I was going through divorce, I had to go back to a full-time job for 1 year. But then I met Ernie and he said, you're not a math teacher, you're an EFT practitioner, quit your job, go do what you love, you're gonna help thousands of people. You will find someone who will support your mission and your passion, and you will have common values so you can work on this together to achieve your dreams. It's totally okay, you'll figure out finances. Start thinking about how you can figure it out. The most important thing about it, guys, and here's your action step, get a journal, get a pen, start writing answers to these questions down. Now, if you don't want to do all 12 of them at the same time, do a few at a time. Pick one or two that you want to journal on. Some really juicy stuff will come out to help you clear this and to help you get clarity on one next step. And sometimes this is all you need. Alrighty, gorgeous. I have to wrap up this one. My kiddos are getting home, so I'm gonna go ahead and meet them. But I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next one. And if you have any questions or need any help, get in touch. Let's get together and help you sort this out. You deserve love. You deserve to be happy. It's your time to grow up and be happy. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye.